Welcome back to J-Ray's Kitchen. Tonight, I'm going to show you how you turn one of these little spuds into one of everybody's favorite sides, mashed taters. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do, we're going to peel all these taters. Now these potatoes may look a little bit different. You may be asking, J-Ray, what's different about these? Well, these potatoes are grown in the ground, not like your store-bought potatoes. And if you believe that, you can stop the video now. Now, I love using a potato peeler to peel potatoes. It makes it so much easier and nicer and quicker and cleaner. And you're done. The other nice thing about a potato peeler, it doesn't take off a bunch of thick pieces of the tater like when you're using a knife. You're taking off a very thin layer. Alright, all our taters are peeled and we're getting ready to chop them. Just going to chop these up nice and small. You know how we do. Chop. Terrific. Alright, now I'm going to take and put these back in the bowl. And I'm going to rinse them off, get some of that starch off, and then we're going to put them in the pot. Alright, now we're going to add our taters to the pot. And because it's important to save water, I have magic water that I'm going to add to the pot. We need to cover the taters, but I'm going to use my magic water, and you'll see. Ready? Ta-da! Now we're going to put this on high and get it boiling, and we're going to add some salt to this water. About a half teaspoon of salt will do. Now while the potatoes are boiling, we got a turkey in the oven. That thing's almost done. It's looking good. Now while we got our taters boiling, we're also going to do some canned green beans. These things are a couple years old, just right. Gotta love some old-fashioned green beans. Those beans are going to get 2 tablespoons of butter and a little bit of salt. Crank it up, get it boiling. And once it's boiling, we'll simmer it down. And speaking of boiling, look who's boiling over here. Old Tater Town. It's getting a little steamy in here, so I'm going to turn on a fan. Now we're going to bring the taters down to a lower boil, just above medium, and we're going to cover up our beans. Alright, so now we're going to check our taters to see if they're soft enough to go ahead and strain and mash. Yep, that's pretty soft. Maybe let it go for another minute. Then we're going to strain it. Alright, so let's move these taters to a bigger pot with a strainer. Kill that heat because we don't really need that now. Strain that out. Pull that pot out of the way. Put our other pot back on. Put our taters back in the pot. Gotta work quick. Got a stick of butter, because you know you love it. And we're going to start the mashing. Now don't forget to add some black pepper. Now a little bit more salt. And a little bit more black pepper. Thank you, Brianna. Mix it around. Make sure you get it all out of your corners. Take your masher. Make sure you got all your chunks. And if you like it thick, you can keep it like that. Or if you want it more creamy, you can throw some whole milk in there. We like to keep it thick. And for a little bit of an exotic flavor, and for a nice garnish, we're just going to take and shred up some orange peel on top of here.
What?
I mean, we're not going to do anything. I mean, mashed taters aren't supposed to be exotic, right? Now I'm going to show you how to make cranberry sauce. We need a plate, a can opener, and a can of cranberry sauce. Carefully open the can of cranberry sauce. This is the most critical part coming up. Completely remove the lid. Then you're going to take a butter knife, or a case knife as my fiance calls it, and you're going to carefully go all the way around the jar to make sure and break that seal that this luscious cranberry sauce has in this can. And then come on. Oh no. Okay, it's stuck. Oh, I heard something. It's wiggling. Here it comes. Oh, gotta give it a little wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ta-da! Now for the final step, we're going to do what everybody knows I love to do. Chop! Amazing. No, it's really not that complicated. You just open the can and slide it out and carefully slice it up. Alright, our turkey's done. I didn't show you all the prep work on that because everybody has their own recipes for turkey. You have your own way of doing this, but a lot of times it's just the simple things, like the mashed potatoes. That can be the hardest thing for some people, and everybody knows sides are important. Check out this delicious looking bird. Now the seasoning that I used on this was salt, pepper, sage, and a little bit of garlic, with a little bit of butter coated on it before I put the seasoning. And these roaster pans, absolutely amazing. They hold the bird up off the bottom and then gives you a great thing to serve in or to store in when you're done. I'll put a link in the description below where you can get a pan just like this. These Reynolds Kitchen oven bags, these things are amazing. They're great for cooking turkeys. They seal in that flavor and that make cleanup so much easier. There'll be a link in the description below for these as well. And check out Thanksgiving supper. Looks pretty good, but the mashed potatoes, that's where it's at. Everybody loves a good side. And that's a simple recipe that you can do for almost any occasion. See you next time on J-Ray's Kitchen.